a slight advantage to having two different phones. I'm gonna try and check and see whether or not. Oh, stupid. I gotta try and check on my other phone. I'm getting a buffering icon. I'm not sure if it's the data connection or if I'm actually doing this right. Okay. Granted, I sent them to myself, but I did get comments, so I'm hoping that this is working. But mayang buntag, mayang hapon, mayang gabi, no matter where you are in the world. That we are back here, mayang buntag, at mayang buntag live stream. Vibo Place that it was right over there that one of the other subscribers said they stayed back a long time ago. Like I said, I don't know if this is actually broadcasting out. If there is anybody listening or seeing, comment would be appreciated. Let me know what's going on. Because on my phone I'm just getting a spinning wheel, so we'll go for a little bit and see what happens and just take it from there. But there's actually a couple of a couple car dealers up here that I kind of wanted to walk to and check out and see what they look like. And this is kind of a busy area, kind of a neat area to go through. And I haven't walked it and had been kind of curious about it. So Papa was supposed to be with me today, but in all honesty, that Mama and Papa are looking pretty tired. And so I actually encouraged Papa, nah, let's just take a down day and go take a nap. He was talking about he needed to go to market and get some stuff, and I told him, when I get back, you know, when I get done with the live stream, we'll come back and we'll give you a ride up. I'm actually going to try and encourage him see a lot of stuff like this you see just walking, you never see it advertised. Yeah, things are starting to get back way more to normal. Yeah, little side streets like that I'll explore with Papa, not so much by my lonesome. There is a side street down here that I kind of plan on exploring. But it looks to be more of a major street, a lot of businesses and stuff like that on it. I'm with them. Yeah, that's why you were actually the one I was talking about when I first logged on. Saying that another subscriber lived in this area way back in the day. I would imagine there's quite a few changes from 2005 to current. A lot of these buildings look like they're probably newer than that. That I haven't had an opportunity to walk this neighborhood. I have no idea what that says. Something about no trash. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure out there that one unit would pop off. But that's part of what kind of surprises me about a lot of these, I guess they're squatters areas. Because you'll see some big, nice houses up in this area. You'll also see people hanging out laundry. They're actually doing laundry in that creek. I'm not entirely sure what this is for. I'm kind of surprised you don't see anybody down there doing laundry. Yeah, this is Escario Street. It's kind of one of the main streets in Cebu City. It goes from the Capitol building north, I think. Going the other way from the Capitol building, it turns into Ardu Duterte pretty quick. And I actually thought it was for Rodrigo Duterte, and Papa said no, that I think he showed someplace where it was the name of it, Roberto or something like that. Hey David, how you doing today? For some reason, every time a comment comes on, I get like 15 of them. Actually, Jojo, I don't think that's a drainage canal. I think that's actually a river. Huh. Hey David, how you doing today? Yeah, a lot of these buildings seem to be very new. Like this Golden Berry or Goldberry Sweets looks to be a pretty new building. The one next to it looks to be a pretty new building. Yeah, definitely, David. I know you pick up and drop off family around this time too. So I appreciate you swinging by when you get the chance. I guess it's an eatery. Lamau, Bachoy, Shomai, and more. Yeah, that looks to be a very new. What's fun is going around on Street View on Google Maps. Because you can actually pull up the date of what the map is, what the Street View is. Like the townhomes we're in The 2015 street view shows it as there's no electrical service or anything else in there. The 2018 street view shows that it appears to be occupied and that the the services are wired in and metered. So sometime between 2015 and 18 it got occupied. Buntak Enzo's Meat that we go to a lot. The 2018 map doesn't even show it. It shows it's an empty lot and there is nothing newer. Huh. Tati's Milk Tea House. Buy one, take one. A 39 peso burger. I'm thinking this is probably a lot like Angel Burger. Palasigo Uno? I have no idea what that is. Looks like it might be condos. They've got their own transformers, that's for sure. But yeah, it's kind of surprising seeing all the people that ask and talk, that say hi and stuff. We're gonna wind up on that street right over there. That's Gorordo. But the walk is close enough that I'm actually gonna do something a little bit different. Like I say, I'm gonna take a couple of side streets, but they're more thoroughfare streets, so Jojo, that house looks like it'd be home where you're at. I saw a comment come across and it's just a hair too bright to read it at the moment. If I don't get to anybody's comments today, my apologies. Like I say, for whatever reason, when a comment comes across, it repeats like 5 times. Oh, cool. Hey, morning, Mrs. Cindy. How you doing? Hey, Daniel. How you doing today? Yeah, even this one next to it. Yeah, I had a chance to read comments. Even this one next to it has a the look and feel out of something in the deep south. But that one does. It looks like it could be old Tampa, old Atlanta, just anywhere in the it looked like it'd be really home like New Orleans or someplace like that. And I've noticed that to a lot of the they call them ancestral houses here, but a lot of these older ancestral houses that date back to the 20, well, really the 40s and earlier, 1940s and earlier, especially the ones that date back way back, the early 1900s, late 1800s. A lot of them do that. They look almost exactly like something you would see in the Old South. Agripet. Yeah, this street's a little bit busier than I thought it was. I was gonna go over and try and read the bottom of that sign, but I don't Here we go. Creamier, I thought I said creamery. Creamier? Group of companies? Huh. I have no idea what that is. Oh. Yes, I'm going back to this one. Ralph's Wines and Spirits. You can buy Corona beer here. I am definitely going to come back and check this one out. Huh. I may even do a vlog about that place. Now, I have no idea what this building is. It'll be interesting to check out what the front looks like. But yeah, there's a friggin' ton of traffic coming down here. Not entirely sure what this is all about. Telisaki Park, huh? Wait, what's that? Huh. Yeah, I did. I saw a video from that that Filipino lady that does a lot about that stuff, and went back and did some internet research. And yeah, I guess they're talking about not going through with the opening now. They have definitely shut down people coming from these countries unless you were actively in progress when the rule came down. So now we're back at that Gorordo Avenue. Up that way we'll come down if we go up through the mountains to come down into this way. Okay, so this is Harold's Hotel? Harold's Hotel, I guess. I don't know what this one is. Oh, but they got Christmas brunch and all that fun stuff. Huh. We may look at coming back down to check that out. Now, my personal opinion is they're going to find new variants as long as they want to find them. And certain governments are enjoying the authority that it's giving them. But yeah, I sadly don't see this going away anytime soon at this point. I had hoped that they may be opening before Cinelog shows up again. Huh. Kodak Digital Solutions. I thought Kodak was bankrupt. I thought Kodak went out of business. Oh, Senor Pedro's is on the other side of that yellow house. Yeah, Omicron is the newest variant that they've named. And again, there's changing rules, and as this most recent episode highlighted, they change rapidly. And I've heard some strong news that it's going to start becoming more mandatory December 1st. Basically tomorrow. Day after tomorrow. Yeah, I got a friend of mine that came in to Manila and had to quarantine even after being vaxxed and testing negative. Having a negative swab before he left. So, and again, it kind of makes me wonder, you know, that if you're being vaccinated against something, the swab test I can kind of understand with a stretch, but to have to quarantine after both vaccination and swab test, that's teriyaki chicken and rice. Looks good. Show my rice bowl. I like that one too. But again, it kind of emphasizes that it's not about health or safety. It kind of emphasizes it. It kind of emphasizes that it never has been about health or safety. I'm looking for a crosswalk light and I don't see one. So I guess you go as you can. Although I do see one in that direction. There we go. Whoopsie. Okay, I wasn't the only one to do that. Scoot, well, the scooting's good. Oh, and right there's a CCPO. We're going this way anyhow, so. Yeah, Cebu City traffic officer. They're the ones supposed to take you for jaywalking, so we won't walk in front of him. Especially after having just jaywalked. Now, this is at Kia Motors. I may actually end this live stream a little bit early because they've got this Kia. They've got Cherry, something like that. Or I may just continue the live stream and go back and pick up the bike and come back. But yeah, that they're Gateway, and the dealership is Gateway, and there's actually a dealership in Phoenix called Gateway. But they've got a bunch of different brands here. I really like the MGs. I like the styling of them. I've got an old MG midget back in the States, back in Phoenix, that I was gonna rebuild, and just timing and everything else, it just never happened. Oh, they've got Peugeot in here too. Huh. So they've got a bunch of different dealerships in there. Roy's locking keys. Only if I was in New York City, Jojo. Yeah, you are starting to see a lot more of the Jeepneys come out. Yeah, I'm going back through and reading comments, so I'm letting you guys watch traffic for a minute. Like I said, that for whatever reason, whenever a comment hits, it repeats like 8 times on my end. And so it's making it a really good challenge to read comments today. Yeah, that Danny, you are having to get swab tested for no more than 72 hours in advance. And and that's whether you're vaccinated or not, which I think is kind of ridiculous. Yeah, tourists are I guess they were trying to do a visa on arrival from December 1st to the 15th, but then this new silliness, I think, is going to kibosh that even. And Jojo, that's exactly it, that control is a key word. You are starting to see a lot more of the old Jeepneys coming out, and I think a lot of it is people are just, they're sick of it. Daniel, I'm not sure, at this point I'm not even sure March 1st is realistic. I'll have to be honest with you on that one, because every time that they do start to take a step forward, they're seeming to take at least one back. Holy crap! I thought medical care was free in Canada. I'm gonna walk over this way a little bit.
Hello, my
friend.
Good morning, my buntag.
Live streams. See, I love these MGs. What I started to say before I interrupted myself even, my biggest problem with the MGs, like I say, I've got an old MG midget back home that was going to be a project to do a frame-up restoration on. And so when I came out here and saw that the MGs were being sold and rebadged, that I was really excited. But then I looked more into it and found out when MG finally did go under, a Chinese state-owned company through a shell company in Britain bought MG, bought the plants, the name rights, the whole frickin' 9 yards. And well, it's now a Chinese state-owned company. Just because of personal issues, I'm not entirely sure I would buy one because of that. I'm wondering if I can get back out. Oh, cool. The coffee bar, cars and coffee. May need to come back down and check that out. I guess I can. There's a car going out. See, in a more populated area, I don't mind exploring these side streets. I actually find it kind of fun. It's amazing some of the stuff you'll find on these side streets. Like those little car end areas that are just set up. See, that's a gorgeous old house. I'd love to be able to see more about that. And this is actually kind of a neat building. I'm kind of wondering what it is. The way that top floor looks, I'm wondering if it's a parking structure of some kind. My motor. Oh, GatewayCebu.com. That I guess this is their used car lot. Huh. So the swab test that they're making you get for pretty much everything isn't free in a socialized healthcare system where healthcare is supposed to be free. Okay. That makes way amount of government sense. Dan, if you're not a 13A, you may want to contact the Canadian Embassy and make sure that you'll be able to get in or get a 9A pre-approved. We had a friend of ours try to come in last year, and they got to the airport and were denied the flight. That he wasn't a 13A and did not have a pre-approved visa. And this stuff is changing so freaking rapidly. They weren't going to let me in. The airline wasn't, EVA Air wasn't going to let me fly even with a 13A until she showed a letter that we had from the embassy stating that I could enter with a 13A. That it's a permanent resident, not a visitor visa. So a lot of times it doesn't come down to whether or not you're allowed. It comes down to whether or not the airline knows you're allowed or accepts it. And so it doesn't hurt to have some extra paperwork to give them less reason to say no. I'm gonna come back here and explore that building a little bit. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what that building is. Mein Montag. With as much going on, and having dealt with crap, I'd rather have the paperwork, go through the steps and get the paperwork in advance and have it, and end up not needing it, versus getting to the airport, having them ask about it, and not having it. We did bring paperwork that never did get used. But like I say, we also brought paperwork that we didn't expect to need, but did wind up asking about, being asked about, and having it on hand. Yeah, my biggest worry on these side streets is getting hit. Not so much mugged, but getting run over. Whatever it is, they're doing some major reconstruction. That oh, I have no doubt what you're saying is true, and we've got other friends that did come in that way. But like I said, I would just have paperwork, recent paperwork in hand, in case the airline does not understand or agree that that is correct. Just with the current situation, just cover your bases. What's in that building? What's the building? Salamat. See, that's part of the problem with starting the conversation in Visayan. They assume you know more than you do. Mein Montag. What's in that building? Mama. Mein Montag, how you doing?
Oh, may buntag. Unsa may imo, sir? Unsa may imo?
Akong binasaya gamay lang.
Oh, si Juan. Nakakamao ka. Ano, kaya siya? Bakit ka ba? Kaya ko ba na? Sir! Sir, excuse. You're talking. I did not understand.
Oh, he was just telling me about family and stuff here.
Oh, na kasi pangutana, hindi man ka maugod ka mo. Kuan gol. Na. Wait, what's that?
It's actually a handy skill to know.
Excuse me, what are you asking for?
Huh? Oh, I was just asking what the building was, and I ran across the deaf person that I was talking with.
The building was a residential house.
Oh, okay.
The owner died, and so the building died.
Oh, that's not good.
So that's it. So I think it was bought by a Korean, and then never finished.
Oh, okay. It looked like it was under construction, so I was kind of curious. I liked the little, the roundish architecture on it, and I was just kind of curious what the building was.
It was just broken down from a residential house.
Ah, that's too bad. Did I?
All around, life is like that.
I've noticed that a lot here, that it seems like people start building and then run out of budget and just stop.
Especially Koreans, they come here and they get interested, and then they cannot finish, so they go home and then forget everything.
That's too bad.
Sometimes they kill each other too. They kill each other too.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, Koreans.
Yeah, Koreans get a serious attitude sometimes. Oh, cool. Come on. Oh, okay. Come on. Good meeting you all. My apologies about that. That conversation. That is one thing that is very true. Deaf people love to talk, and so seeing a white guy that can sign was kind of surprising. It was kind of neat. We shared a lot. He's actually a college-educated person. He's a data entry person at one of the colleges here in Cebu. Today just happens to be his day off, and so I found that extremely cool. I need to get with a friend of mine that she's a deaf lady that is very welcoming and very encouraging to the deaf. And I need to get with her and have her make like a 15-20 second video introducing it and saying hi, so that they understand what's going on. And I enjoy making connections like this with people and sharing like that. My sign language is not the greatest. I can carry on a basic conversation, and that is about it. But it is actually very cool. I noticed I've been on here about 45 minutes. I do want to try and get in there and see if I can find the sales manager and ask if he'd be willing to sit down one of these days, if we could schedule a day that I'll come in with a couple of GoPros and as much or as little of a camera setup as he would feel comfortable with, and just do a quick little video on what it would take to buy for a foreigner to buy a vehicle, and show off a couple of the vehicles. But I hope this is going to end. If it doesn't, somebody please message me. It's unfortunately going to have to wait till I get back to the house before I can log off. I don't have a way to do it here other than from the phone. And today it's acting up enough that I'm not sure it's going to log off like I should. But from Cebu City and Gorordo Ave by Escario, mabuhay.